The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is the Michael Hunter versus Alexander Povetkin fight. It was a 12 round, a split decision draw. It was a pretty entertaining fight. We're going to give our reaction to that and would we like to see it again. I'm going to start this one off with Trip.
I thought that was a great fight. It was a great fight. It was actually a fight that I wanted to see. I wanted to see Michael Hunter, you know what I'm saying, what he could do. And I wanted to see how Alex Povetkin looked. Listen, these guys let it all out, and I want to see it again. And I have no quarrels with the judges. I thought it was a draw. I'm not disappointed with the outcome of the fight. I would love to see these guys do it again. I'm glad nobody got the nod for that because I want to see it again. I think these guys did an excellent job. I want to see round 13.
All right, G.
Yeah, I actually agree with Trill on this. Also, I had it a draw. I was impressed by Michael Hunter in the first round. You know what I mean? Because I thought, oh snap,
it's over.
I was like, man, yo, Povetkin, I don't know. But the veteran in Povetkin, slowly but surely, came back, started building up more rounds. But however, if I was Michael Hunter, I don't know if I'll take that fight again. You know. But I will also say this, I don't really see Michael Hunter doing much in the heavyweight division, just to keep it real. Because Povetkin's on his way out, right? And so this was like Michael Hunter's graduation into like the top 10 heavyweight rankings. And if you're like kind of struggling with a guy that's like on his way out, what you gonna do with like when you get to like the dudes that are ranked like 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1? You know what I mean? Like so. I don't know, but it's good that we got people like Michael Hunter in the heavyweight division. But it's just like I just know, like, all right, bro, you're like one of those like George Washington type of guys. Like, it's no disrespect. It's just we just know you're never gonna be. You just don't have the physical.
Respect my man, Gerald.
You talking about Gerald,
the President George Washington.
No, but I meant
You said you one of those Gerald. You said you met Gerald Washington, right?
Yeah, Gerald Washington. Yeah, that's what I said. Right?
They both went.
I said George.
Yeah.
Gerald Washington. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to disrespect the U.S. president. You know what I mean? But
the disrespect to the president.
like Gerald Washington's like one of those dudes where it's like, okay, like I could see getting into the top 10, but you not elite at all. So it's like you're just there to help elite dudes build up their resume.
I'll give him more like a Jennings. He could be a Jennings.
Yeah, but Jennings is the same way. So Michael Hunter.
Shout out to Gerald Washington, Andy Ruiz, sparring partner for the Joshua 2 fight. And shout out to Brian Jennings, Anthony Joshua, sparring partner for the Ruiz 2 fight.
Yeah, but so pretty much, like, these guys, like, it's cool. Like, all right, you can make a couple of bucks off the heavyweight division. But I don't see Michael Hunter in any way actually being elite level. But I do want to see Michael Hunter fight that British kid Du Bois or Dubois, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that would be an actual like a pretty good fight. You know what I mean? Like
him and Yusuf again.
Yeah, see that would be a good fight too because now like they're about around the same size in the heavyweight division. So it's like those are the type of contests where it's like all right, cool. But these guys, I don't see them competing with the big boys at all. I don't see them with AJ. I don't see them with Wilder. I don't see them with Fury. It's just they're at a major disadvantage. So it's good just to have those type of little fights.
I put Andy Ruiz in that category too with those guys as far as like the height goes and all that.
No, Andy Ruiz is different.
He's
different.
As far as like height, like it wouldn't be like, oh, it would be like the mismatch. This guy's so much taller.
Andy Ruiz would kill both.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't even be close. Like
I would want to see that.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, and I know you hate this guy, but Chisora will kill Hunter also. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. I think Chisora will kill him. I think Ruiz will kill him.
I would definitely be going Michael Hunter in that fight.
Listen, I wasn't saying anything, but since you brought it up, Derek Warchers will beat him in a press conference and in the ring.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I think Kanowski could beat him too.
Who? Kanowski?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kanowski.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's cute. Kanowski, I think he should go back to cruising.
Kanowski, I think Kanowski can will be a good fight with him and Andy Ruiz. I think that would be a good fight.
No, you know how you say poor Dillian? Poor cruiserweight division. Because the cruiserweight division is like the bastard son of like the heavyweights. You know what I mean? Like nobody really acknowledges you.
It's the short heavy guy.
Yeah, it's like nobody really acknowledges you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, man, it just sucks. So I understand why these guys want to move up to the heavyweight division because that's where the money is, that's where the notoriety is. But let's just be real, Hunter, like you just don't got it. Like I'm sorry. Like same thing with his trainer's son, Rockman Jr.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he just don't got it, bro. He's at a height disadvantage, size disadvantage. Yo, they have skills, but they don't have the skills to actually be elite level heavyweights. So you know what? Now,
so what you say?
Yeah, run it back. Yeah, run the Povetkin fight back because that's probably the best you're gonna get. You know
I mean the cruiserweight division, you have to be a star. Like your personality has to be like. There's certain people that made the cruiserweight division work for them, like David Hay, but you have to have like a personality, like a real personality. You know what I'm saying? Because that division is.
But even David Hay moved up to heavyweight.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Even David Hay, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, Chris Bird and all these guys, the small heavyweights. But I mean, there's been small heavyweights who've been, been good. Like Spanx was one of them.
Size has changed a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, these dudes are mutants, bro. Yeah. You can't compete with a mutant. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a disadvantage, yo.
Well, I'll just go and then I'll let Ned spit a little bit. But like, Michael Hunter said this, and I agree with him. He said, "Who wants to be cruiserweight champion of the world when you can be heavyweight champion of the world?" I think you're gonna take damage in the sport of boxing at the cruiserweight. You can be cruiserweight champion, but you're taking damage for less pay and less notoriety. So I think you do go to heavyweight. Do I think Michael Hunter is an elite level heavyweight who's going to be heavyweight champion of the world? No, I do not. But Ruiz landed the lucky punch from the gods. Why not Michael Hunter, right? I scored the Povetkin-Hunter fight 115-113 for Alexander Povetkin. Swing rounds, close rounds, you can go either way. I'll call out something that hasn't been said yet. At the end of the first round, I believe that they were using smelling salt in Povetkin's corner. If you look at the footage, and when I was watching it live, they tried to make it look like they were putting like Vaseline, but they were at his nose a lot. And I'm like, he doesn't have a nosebleed. And the way they were doing it, it looked really suspicious to me. So I was like, are they like using smelling salts to wake him up? Because it looked like Hunter was about to take him out. And Povetkin came in the second round and he was composed and he landed some shots that kind of stopped Hunter from trying to come in recklessly because Povetkin let him know, hey, there's some fire coming back at you. And that's when the fight became more even. And if the first round would have gone, I'm not saying, I don't know, because, when they show fights on Showtime, when they show fights on HBO, I can go back, rewind it, get back to live. But when they show it on these apps, it's difficult to do that. So I didn't want to rewind it, and I haven't had a chance to look at it. But it did look like they were at his nose a lot, and it was real suspect to me. And he came back out, and he seemed more alert and aware. And if Hunter would have got him out in the second round, I think we would be given a different evaluation of Michael Hunter. So if smelling salts were used, maybe he could be a threat at the heavyweight division. So I just want to point that out as well. With that being said, I would love to see Usyk and Michael Hunter at the heavyweight division. They both seem to have ties to the zone, so make it happen. I say that because Povetkin's 40 years old. He's not going to get better.
Yeah. And I was going to say,
in the rematch,
Michael wins the rematch.
Yeah, in the rematch, he probably doesn't even get through the first round anymore. Like, I mean, seriously, like.
And I can't say that it wasn't smelling soap because he's a known cheater.
He got popped for drugs or what, 3 times?
Yeah. Yo, I don't know if you've seen it. Maybe we can try to pull it up like when we finish with the video. But I'm telling you, it just looked real. Like when you're at, and then they try to make it look like they were wiping Vaseline.
Nah, I seen it too.
And I was just like, yo, that looked real suspect.
Hey, listen, they did it for Marcos Maidana against Broner.
Hey,
Alex. I seen Alex do it.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
they were doing like this. You know when you thump them. Nah, but on the real, I just would rather see other fights. I think Povetkin had his last stand. Really, he should just do one tune-up fight and call it a quits because I don't. Or go for one last payday, but fight Deontay Wilder and get knocked out, Povetkin. But like, truthfully, I think Povetkin's out the door. He won't win a rematch with Michael Hunter. I'd rather see Michael Hunter Usyk. That's what I'd want.
I actually didn't end up catching this fight, but I did pick Povetkin in it to win it. But hearing that Michael Hunter actually showed up when I didn't believe he would is pretty impressive by Michael Hunter. So shout out to Hunter. And if they could run it back, let them run it back. If they got any fighters out there that Michael Hunter thinks he could go up against, like I would like to see him go up against like a Dillian if he could get the Dillian.
Oh my
I
God!
would.
Stop it!
I would like to see it.
271 Dillian.
Hey, I dare him to be great. I want him.
Eddie Louise Dillian is going to eat Michael Hunter's fried chicken, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Eddie Louise about to be 300.
Why you in the division?
Michael Hunter and Dillian for the WBC eliminator fight. This time.
For real.
I mean, why you in the
Poor
division
Dillian.
if you're not gonna fight any of the competition there? So go
It's
for
not
it.
about not fighting the competition. You got Alexander Usyk, who beat him when they were in cruiserweight. They're now both at heavyweight. Hunter just proved that he's solid at heavyweight because he gave a great account of himself against Alexander Povetkin, who's no slouch, by the way. And so Usyk's trying to prove he got the goods at heavyweight. Why not throw him in there with Michael Hunter? It makes sense. The only problem is there's still going to be two dudes who came up from cruiserweight. What questions are you answering? But hell, they done made Alexander Usyk the mandatory for a belt anyway. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and Povetkin, let's not take nothing away from Povetkin. The only people he lost to was AJ and Klitschko.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
a
so
bad.
he-
So
That's a good draw for Michael Hunter.
That's a good draw for Michael Hunter. Please just like and subscribe and leave a comment. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can also catch our podcast on all the major streaming sites, including Spotify, iTunes, and more. It's the Boxing Bros.